I did it, Jelly. You can rest in peace now. Alright, so let's talk about the level first and then Jelly. So I had started this kind of in August last year, but I wasn't good enough, so I think after 4 days or something, I was like, I'm done. So I think during that I got 78 to 100. That was my best there. And then in October, after athanatos, I decided I wanted to do this as my second hardest. And I was doing pretty well, honestly. I was starting pretty well. I did some solid runs. I'd have to go and check. I don't think I want to scroll up to it, but it was 30 to 87 or something like that. Pretty quickly. That stuff was happening. But I never did good runs to 100. My best run to 100 back then was 63 to 100. So the UFO, I did get 50% from 0. I think that was my only dual attempt then. So yeah, so I had one dual attempt, and then it became very infuriating for me at the time because I wasn't consistent at the beginning, the 20 ship. I wasn't consistent up until there, so I just wasn't getting anywhere. So I just kind of dropped it, and then a couple days ago, I was 4 days ago, the 20th, I started playing again, and I did, on the first day, I only did 63 to 100. I just tied myself. Then on the second day, I did 48 to 100 and 37 to 100 and 12 to 78, and that was wild. So yeah, that happened, and then from 0 I had gotten 57. So new best second day. I was like, okay, cool, this is nice. Then the third day, I got 30 to 100 and 78, and then I didn't really get any more good attempts after that, but it was good that I got a swing attempt. That was 2 days ago, and so I was I don't remember doing much yesterday, but then today, obviously, I woke up and I was like, alright, we're gonna be Blade today, or I'm gonna try to be Blade today. We're gonna see what happens. It should be good. And then Jelly had started having issues the previous night that did seem to get better throughout the night, but then whenever we woke up, it was worse, and she was spinning in circles, could not walk straight. It basically looked like she had a stroke, which the vet said that can't really happen to dogs. But it wasn't fun to watch because she just kept falling into things, and we knew that it was probably time because she was 14. So we had made the decision that it was time, and I was prepared. I was ready to let her go and stuff. And I'm, her being 14, and she had a little bit of leg issues before, and she was kind of not able to. I think it was a mix of not being able to see very well or hear very well. But yeah. I just kind of felt like it was time. She also had some sort of issue with her mouth. But yeah, and then that we had just gotten fixed. That just fixed itself. We just did that. But we decided that it was time for no more suffering. We didn't want to see her suffer through the vertigo is what it was, and only maybe come out with proper balance. We thought it was just time, because we had already come to the conclusion that we were going to have to put her down anyways. So we did it, and I had got home, and I just kind of felt like nothing, because obviously, I mean, I just, you know, I kind of just at one point got on and was like, all right, I guess I'll play Blade. I'm gonna try and honor her as best as I can in this video, and I do feel like I've done that now with having Fluffy Tangerine draw the thumbnail. Here's what the original thumbnail was going to be. Before this had ever happened, this is what the thumbnail was going to be, because I know that someone would be curious. I did already have a thumbnail. This is what it was going to be. But I had Fluffy Tangerine do this thumbnail, and I feel like this properly, this does what I wanted. I used her colors instead of my own, her brown and white. It's not the exact correct brown, but it is her. And whenever I was playing my first session of the day, I started off like not really caring. I had no nerves doing anything whatsoever, and then later on I just started getting mad, like, because I felt like I was failing her. It was kind of like painful almost to just keep failing. So I did take a break, and then I came back and did a second session, and that one didn't last very long because I kind of got tired, and I went to lay down, and I was like half asleep for like maybe 15 minutes or something. I don't know. And then I got a message, the contents of which don't really matter, but it woke me up, and then I was like, all right, I guess I'll go back to playing Blade. And I hopped on a call with Mon, because I didn't want to, there was no one else online at that time. Mon was streaming, and didn't know if I could beat it today, but I did manage to do it. And it felt so good to do it. It beat Athanatos as my favorite level. For those who like are playing the game and are good enough to do this, but you haven't, I do recommend it. This is a good level. This is a really good level. You should go ahead and do it. I got the hiccups. I will say, you kind of got to get used to the pre-drop, as I said, or pre-drop it, like the first 20%, as I said, because that's a lot of the difficulty right there, honestly. But after that, like once you're consistent at the swing and you're consistent at the duel, it's really fun. But that's it. This level went from just being a 2.1 level to me that was pretty good, to being the best way to honor my dog, in my opinion, that I could do. If you listen to all of this, thank you. I do appreciate it. This is unscripted. I'm probably gonna make cuts and stuff, but yeah. Rest in peace, Jelly. You will be missed. Don't know when the Bloodbath video is getting edited and finished and uploaded, but this is easier than Bloodbath. That's all I have to say. Bye.